Hello, people of God. I just wanted to come in real quick and tell you guys about this dream that I had. And first, let me point out that the Lord will send a warning before destruction. So hear me out really quick. It should only take a few minutes of your time. The enemy is a legalist. Okay, so as I'm going through this journey, I'm going to document everything I possibly can, because one thing about it, as he is trying to set his traps, I am going to be exposing, because that's exactly what he's doing. He's exposing his hand. So I had this dream that I was on a train going somewhere that I was set to go, scheduled on a train with some other people. Like we were going on a field trip, but we were riding to this place. When I get there, it looks like if you ever been to like a world aquarium or something like that, it was set up just like this. So I was going through and I noticed that the fish looked a little exotic, types I've never seen before, but something about them just wasn't right. They looked demonic. I don't, the best way I could put it, some of them had ghost faces, some of them had skeleton faces. The deeper we went into this facility, even though, like I said, the group was, kind of egging me on, but I was kind of starting at this point lagging behind, like, yeah, something not right, because as I'm going through this facility, it's like they were going into an underground bunker. Like what started from normal going into this facility, as you work your way through it, it was like it was going into like a maze, like it was going down and down and down as you were winding down. The more you were looking at it, and if you're not careful, you'll miss it. So, but I was, like I said, I was more so concerned about the things I was seeing and how this place was set up. And like I said, these fish were getting more and more demonic the more I looked at them as we were, and like I said, as we were going down. So, hear me, like, it was getting more darker. The aquarium's getting huge, bigger. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it looked like I was being lured into hell, basically, is what it looked like. The more I was going, I picked out my phone and I was like, yeah, something not right. So I'm documenting, I'm going down, and I stopped at this entryway because I'm looking at these people like, why are y'all keep going forward? I'm seeing the group going ahead of me, like they were leaving me and stuff, and I'm looking like I'm not going further than this. Like something not right about this. And the group steady going, and the more they're going, like they're so oblivious, they're not realizing the deeper it's getting, y'all about to get trapped. Some like where I stopped at, because I saw this very like almost like a death symbol, if you ask me, an unaliving symbol. And when I seen it, I was like, nah, I'm not going further than this, because I just knew if I crossed that, it was done, and the other thing that stopped me is something that was approaching that all of them missed. It was in the form of a demon at first, and the way it was walking up, it wasn't even walking up normally. It was like gliding, and the closer it got smaller and smaller, like, and then it formed into like a spider, but it didn't look like a normal spider. So you guys, one thing about it, the Lord said if you call unto him, he will answer you and show you great and unsearchable things that you do not know. So this is not just revelation about the things of the world. This is revelation about the tactics of the enemy. And what we don't understand is this facility that I went to, they were trying to show us the process of cow and how they break down cow meat and stuff. Guys, the enemy, one thing about it, the enemy can't attack. If the enemy can't get you, if the enemy can't attack you one way, because it's something about a lot of our purpose and a lot of our gifts is very dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. So one thing about it, if he can't get you one way, he can't get you to sin, he'll cause you to lure yourself into hell. Okay, I don't know who that's for, but he will cause you to fall yourself, and he will lure you there by your ignorance. Father said that his people perish for the lack of knowledge. Okay, this is the reason why, because we don't understand the tactics of the enemy. Yes, no weapon formed against us shall prosper, but the weapons won't form because we're paying attention to the messages and the warnings that our Father has given us. He's given us what to pray for. He's given us how to cover ourselves. But guess what? If you don't know how to interpret and hear your Father's voice and see what he's giving you the tactics of the enemy, especially those who are attacked by covens and witches, you're not going to know how to cover yourself. So you guys, the enemy is trying to entrap. It's pray over your food, everything, your food, your water. It was something about this beef that was not sitting right with me in this dream, and like I said, we went there for us to show us the process of how to break the beef down. But I'm telling you, this beef did not look, it wasn't no, like, they talking about we watching cows and stuff and all that and how they get processed, and something about it was like, nah, this ain't animal meat, not animal meat no more. Whoever that's for, hear me. It's a reason why a lot of us have been led to kind of, go the vegetarian route, and really from this dream that I'm picking up, just looking at the fact that I was so focused on why these fish look so demonic, I'm beginning to think that fish ain't even safe no more. So you guys, pray over everything before you put it in your mouth. It's because it's one thing about eating and drinking spiritual poison. Just think about it. With Adam and Eve, when they partake of the apple that they were not supposed to partake of. One thing about it, the serpent, the devil, he will lure you through spiritual poison. And if you're putting this in your body, guess what happens? It's called spiritual defilement. You cannot be defiled going into the kingdom of heaven. Hear me. The enemy will lure you to hell. Luring, basically, by the things that you enjoy every day if you're not careful. This is why the Lord told us to pray about everything. Yes, he will bless your food and water, but guess what? You need to cover everything. You need to look for the tactics of the enemy. Pray against entrapment, pray against defilement, and pray against those things, those weapons and those devices that the enemy is using against us. You guys, please pay attention to your dreams. God is speaking. The Lord is speaking, you guys, if you pay attention. Please, if you have to write your dreams down, if you have to get on here and tell somebody about it to help somebody else, you guys, hear me. We have to cover each other and keep each other accountable right now. This is not a game. And the thing is, a lot of people say, you can't blame everything on the devil. The thing is, a lot of us don't give the devil enough credit. He is very wise and very tactful. Okay, if he can't get you one way, he gonna come at a way that's going to work, and it's gonna be in the way that you cannot recognize, that seem normal to you. And that's what's wrong with a lot of us. We write everything off like it's normal, like it is, whatever. It's nothing that deep, and I'm covered. Yeah, you covered. But guess what? If God is showing you something, it gets to a point to where you become rebellious and too egotistical. And guess what? Before you know it, you're gonna be lured straight into hell like everybody else, because you don't want to follow the voice of God. You don't want to hear him. You don't want to, when he's waking you up at 3, 4 in the morning. You're not just waking up just by happenstance. That's witching hour. From anywhere from 12 to 4 in the morning where you are located, that's when the witches get their most work done. And you're attacked and having nightmares for a reason. If God is waking you up to cover your family and to pray, get up. If you have to stay up that night and cover yourself and pray while the warring is going on, because that's when the Lord gets the most work. If any testimony that you heard, a lot of times they will tell you that they had an encounter with God around anywhere from 12 to 4 in the morning. It's a reason for that. Okay? That is when the most spiritual activity goes on, because everywhere else in the world where you're located, guess what everyone else is doing? If they're not up doing all type of manners of evil under the sun, they are in the bed sleep. Hear me. It's a reason for this. If you have to get up and cover your family and not just no 2-second prayer, get up and pray in battle. The enemy working overtime, you guys, and guess what? They fast just like we do. Those little, let me push my food aside for a couple of hours and I'm good. No, fast for real. Push your plate back. I don't know who I'm talking to, but stop playing with this thing. The enemy not playing. Trust me, they would. A lot of them, I know plenty of witches and plenty of groups that will sit up and fast for 20 days straight so they can get spiritually elevated. It's something called spiritual rank, you guys. So if the enemy not playing, how they got more structure and power, then make it make sense. And we children of God and we can't even sacrifice? Huh?